So this is example A from Monday the 22nd of June's lesson. So for each of these three examples that we're going to do, we're going to state the gradient and the y-intercept of the graph represented by each equation and sketch the graph. So in this first example here, we have y is equal to 2x minus 3. So first of all, always just check that it's in the right form. So it is in the form y is equal to mx plus c, which means we can obviously just take our number in front of the x as our gradient. So we can say that m is equal to 2. And our number at the end, we've got negative 3. Okay, so just be careful with the negatives. If there's a negative sign in front of your number, that means that c is going to be negative. Okay, so the gradient's 2, y-intercept, or where it cuts the y-axis, is negative 3. So to sketch this straight line, we know from before we can create our wee table with our x and y's, and we can pick different values. So I'm going to pick 0, 1 and 2. Okay. Then what we're going to do is with our equation, so with y is equal to 2x minus 3, we'll put our 0 in, and then we'll put our 1 in, and then we'll put our 2 in, and that will give us 3 coordinates to plot. Okay, so first of all, if I've got y is equal to 2x minus 3 and I'm putting 0 in place of x, that's going to become 0 minus 3, which is negative 3. So that's my first point. Then doing the same with the 1, so putting the 1 in place of the x, which becomes 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. And then doing the same again with 2. So I do 2 times 2 minus 3, which becomes 4 minus 3, which is 1. Okay, so now I've got 3 coordinates. I've got 0, 3, negative 3, I've got 1, negative 1, and I've got 2, 1. Okay, same as before, you're going to draw your axis. Okay, so obviously you'll use a ruler and hopefully do it on squares. Okay, so we've got x and our y-axis. Okay, and I'm just going to roughly plot these points. So the first one, 0, negative 3, so 0 along and 3 down. Okay, and we should already know that from looking at the equation, because we can see that the y-intercept is negative 3, so it should cross your y-axis at negative 3. Okay, and then we've got 1, negative 1, so 1 along, 1 down, roughly there, and then we've got 2, 1, 2 along, 1 up is roughly there. Okay, so it should be in a straight line, and you're just joining your crosses up with a straight line and labelling your equation.